Welcome to MU News Network and our today's Behind MU portrait of Dr. Florian Aubke, Senior Lecturer and the new Dean of Undergraduate Programs at Modul University. So, Dr. Aubke, thank you first of all for taking your time to meeting us here in the wine cellar of Melrose Bar, Grinzing. First of all, why did you choose this location for the interview?
Besides the proximity to the university, of course, I think this place provides a nice combination of tradition and contemporary. Now, we see the combination of contemporary and tradition at the university as well. As a research-based university, we have the tradition of educating students on the basis of what we've researched. But we're doing that in a contemporary way by thinking about new approaches on how we deliver our courses.
Would you be so kind and introduce yourself and your journey that led you to your current position as a Dean at Modul University?
Before joining Modul University, I was fortunate to work with people whom I would call my academic mentors. They taught me a lot about how academia works, but they particularly increased my interest in the pedagogy, broadly speaking, the teaching and the learning aspect of our job. At MU, I was involved in the development of the four-year program, where I learned a lot about the management of programs as such. Certainly the step towards the Dean of the undergraduate school was a big step, but I had great support from the faculty and staff at the university.
As you're not only a Dean of undergraduate school, but also a senior lecturer, what is your approach to teaching? What is important for you?
There's a beautiful cartoon, which unfortunately I can't show you, so I have to explain it to you. There's a row of animals of different sizes and shapes and weights. There's an elephant, and there's a penguin, and there is a monkey, and a bird, and so on and so forth. And the proctor sits in front of the animals and says, to be fair to everyone, you will all sit the same exam, and the exam is climb that tree. I like this cartoon because it nicely resembles our education system. I believe there is no such thing as a one-size-fits-all in our pedagogy. Certainly there are some courses where an upfront teaching and extensive lectures are probably the way to go. But we also have courses where we're using field trips, we're using experiential learning, we're using problem-based learning, case studies, or as you've seen, simulation today.
We had an honor to accompany you to one of your seminars today. But you don't know that we also asked two of your students what they think about you as their lecturer. So let's see what future students can expect from MU seminars and what current students have to say about you.
The seminar that we're about to visit is Strategic Hotel Management. The students are now in the third week of an online simulation challenge. Students have taken over an underperforming hotel, and in groups they will need to make decisions on pricing, on advertising and staffing and refurbishment.
Well, generally he's a straightforward teacher, which I like. He comes straight to the point, he always says what he means, and yeah, generally his teaching approach is rather open. He's always there for questioning and very detailed orientated, which is really important, especially in the higher education.
Yes, just to add on that, I think he's very experienced in his field, and it makes it more fun and interesting for us to study with him because he gives really great advice.
Well, I'm glad the students like the course. The seminar is based on an online simulation of a realistic hotel property. Well, I'm never too sure why this pedagogy works. Maybe it's the competitive element, where they're competing against other hotels in the same group, or whether it's actually the novelty of the pedagogy. But I found that it works really well for students to experience the decision-making, to act in a realistic environment and to see some results on their decision making.
How did you experience your transition into your new position as a dean? And what will change in the undergraduate programs at MU?
The transition into the new position was actually a fairly smooth one. because I can rely on great faculty and staff who supported me in that transition phase. In terms of change, I think I have to disappoint you. Professor Dolacher, the predecessor in the position of the Dean of the Undergraduate Program, has done a fantastic job in setting up the programs and in defining the processes that are necessary to run programs of that size. So I wouldn't want to talk about change. I would like to put my signature on the way we deliver our courses. So I would really like to work with my colleagues on thinking about how we can best integrate their expertise in the respective fields and the way we transport this knowledge in class.
Hi! Welcome to MU News Network. Subscribe now and watch our other videos. Subscribe!